I'm Renee Noor, model, creative director, founder of Global Women Wealth Warriors, Wellness Hub, and GW3 Magazine. I dedicated my life and devoted my career into helping women and girls to achieving their goals. I've been passionate about empowering women and enriching men. This opportunity in working with the Global Women Wealth Warriors have afforded me the pleasure of traveling outside of the country to be a support unit, most importantly, to help impact and change lives. Our ultimate purpose is to help others to become whole from finance, spiritual, mental, as well as physical. We know there are challenges and obstacles to get you to the next level. However, it's time for you to level up, boss up, and welcome to Power to Soar.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the GW3 Live, our Lunch and Soar. I am Renee Noor. I'm the founder of the Global Women Wealth Warriors as well as the GW3 Club. But I'm so grateful to be here with you all for this Gratitude Tuesday. I don't know where you may be. If you're on the Facebook, stop scrolling. If you're right there on YouTube, we want you to come on in. And if you're in the clubhouse, please give us some green hearts in the chat. Today is a powerful day. We woke up with so much gratitude in our heart. And you know, one of the greatest things that you can do from day to day, always look up when you rise up. You know, we have so much greatness in our heart, thanks to God for allowing us to wake up this morning. If you are grateful and you have gratitude in your heart, can you put some 555s in the chat? Please put some 555s in the chat, guys. We have a great show that's lined up. Not only am I going to bring you some of the most dynamic beauties that's traveled all over the world, but we're going to talk about the importance of gratitude and how gratitude can help impact your life as well as how it can impact your job as well. You know, gratitude is a huge place to be. And I am so thankful. And I said, just like that, so thankful that God has brought us so many amazing global warriors all around the world. And as we come into your life today, right from the clubhouse into the worlds of those out there, I want to say I am grateful to have the one and the only Miss Gracian, all the way originally from Haiti, but she's right there in North Carolina. She's our amazing Gracian. Oh my goodness, you're like the healer in this space for us. And look at you, beauty. Oh my God. How are you doing? Oh,
Wonderful. Thank you. I'm doing so. Oh, Miss Renee, I am so grateful to be here. I look forward for Tuesday. You look beautiful as always.
I try to keep up with you.
So thank you so much. And for me, gratitude is a lifestyle, and to be able to share it with the world and share it with Clubhouse, now on YouTube, on Facebook, and to be able to have your support to have this room, it filled my heart, because I truly believe that a gratitude lifestyle is what keep me going. As of my family, it keep us focused. It keep us. It had helped me in so many level, and my health, and my self development, and my business. So gratitude is for me, that's the secret sauce to life, for happiness, yes, bringing self esteem and courage. So I thank you for opening up this platform and letting me share my passion and my love for gratitude.
I absolutely love that. She said gratitude is the secret sauce to life. Go ahead on the hashtag, guys. Hashtag that. Gratitude is the secret sauce to life. And you know what? I agree with you 100%, Gracian. You know, it just put a bigger smile on your face when you come from gratitude. And you know what? We're grateful to have this next beauty that's going to be joining us. You know, she always brings her energy to every space. And what I love about her, she just knows how to just truly, truly brush her shoulders off when anything happens or come her way that's kind of like negative. It's almost like she has that that force around her. Yeah, she's that superpower, the
Yes.
one and the only, our Mary Kim Farkas. Hi, Miss Mary Kim Farkas. How are you doing, beauty?
Hello,
Yay!
warriors, beautiful queens. How are you?
Oh my goodness,
Wonderful.
look at you. You look like you're somewhere right in Hawaii somewhere. You look so
I'm down the
fabulous.
shore, so close. there's the ocean. It's not as clear as Hawaii though, but it's sand. And gratitude is my thing. I agree with Gracian. It's a lifestyle. It's getting to that point where you can be thankful for the littlest things. It really changes your life. And today I got the opportunity. I'm like less than a block away from the beach. And I wake up early anyways, but I said today I'm going to go. My sister watched my son to watch the sunrise. And it was so beautiful. Like I was just like, oh, look at God. Like as it's coming up and like, look at God. And the beach was empty. There's maybe like 5 people in the entire beach. But as I was saying that, like the feelings just kind of overtook me. And I literally like was in tears, just sitting there, by myself in silence, looking at the sunrise and just it just everything that have overcome, all the experiences, the journey, my journey, where I'm still going. It just like hit me, and like just to be thankful, like I was fully encompassed in that. And so it was really amazing. And just like Gracian said, like gratitude is a lifestyle. It will change your life, and only for the better, because I believe, the more grateful we are for everything that we've gone through, and that is good, bad, and different, our current state, where we're going, your creator is going to help you get to wherever you want. You just have to appreciate everything. And I'm telling you from my own experience, it really is a game changer. And thank you again, Gracian, for this subject, and Miss Renee for holding this platform. Beyond
Absolutely.
Yes.
As she said, gratitude is a game changer. That's another great way of putting a hashtag in there. When you
Yes.
have the respect for having gratitude, it's just it really, I think it allows you to be ageless. It allows you to be ageless when you have gratitude. And what I want us to talk about also, just by putting gratitude into our businesses, we are all business women, coming from that mind of, being able to accomplish life in general, right? And not only being able to accomplish life in general, but being able to have the support of so many. A lot of people don't realize that the time it takes in regarding to just getting things started sometimes, right? I don't know about you all, but our time have been like getting shorter and shorter every day.
Every
Every
day.
day. And with it, we can sometimes people could go in the opposite direction and start complaining about it, right? But instead, you want to always just stay right grounded, because you have to keep on appreciating the small things whenever life brings about different changes, as opposed to getting upset about it, just welcoming it. I was speaking to one of the ladies yesterday, and my goodness, our words really do matter.
Yes, it
What we
does.
are putting out, or even what we're thinking about, instead of using the choice of words that I'm trying to get this, oh my God, I'm just beating up. I mean, literally, she was beating up on herself every word, every word. I'm like, whoa. I literally had to say, what are you grateful for? What are you grateful for?
Yeah.
And it like put it in a pause, You know what I'm talking about right over there, right, Miss Gracian?
Yes, Miss Renee. It put things on perspective, because when you are able to appreciate the little things, so whatever you believe in, God, the universe, whatever your belief is, you are able to benefit from the bigger things, because if you are so grateful for it, then you are deserving for the bigger things. More opportunities come to you, and more innovation come to your brain. That's why, in Breakfast with Champion, one of the activities in that book is to do a gratitude in the morning, to list your gratitude in the morning, and to list it again at night. Because when you first wake up, there's what they call the theta brain. When the brain wave, you're at that absorbing phase, and when you go into sleep, and when you go to sleep with that absorbing phase of gratitude, so you wake up in a better state of mind. So practicing gratitude is not only, like I said before, it help you in all different aspects of your life. Financial, it help you in your relationship with your family. It help you with collaborating with other people, because when you practice gratitude, whatever come into your space, if you are in the moment, you're able to take a step back and have a clear picture of things and how to move forward. You are not acting an emotion. You are not acting out of impulse, because all the things that you're going to do, you are looking at how to be grateful and how to live that grateful attitude, not only for yourself, but also to show it to somebody else. And that person will be like, wow, she changed, something happened to him. But it's because you are changing, not only in the physical level, but you are changing on a cellular level.
That's powerful. Yes. Change in a cellular level. Change in a cellular level. I know you want to pour into the conversation, Mary Kim, and then we're going into that conversation as well.
I definitely do. I agree, Gracian. It's it's choosing, it's deciding, it's looking. It's all those things that, eventually takes over your being, how you function, your physical, your mental, your spiritual. And so I'm on vacation, so my son is with me. So he's hearing us talk about gratitude, and he grabbed the notebook and he wrote, I'll read it. I am grateful for God bringing me my mom.
Oh. Did he really? Oh my
Yes.
goodness.
See, Tess, I shared that.
Oh.
So, one, I have to share because he wrote it, and he's like, he's making all this noise in the background because he wants to be part of what I'm doing. But he's known that I practice gratitude, that he's known affirmations, pouring into him about what we should be grateful for. Even if we're late to something, I always share that with him. And so I'm happy that he shared that today, that he felt like, oh, well, I'm going to say something that I'm grateful for. And that's what we do as people, whether it's your child, your coworker, your friend, like as you practice, good things, like good habits, or practice gratitude, when it becomes natural, it's just part of your nature, and people will feel that. People will receive that. And people who you may not know are listening, and they're going to also receive that. So that is part of what we can do as humans to create joy, create inspiration, and especially gratitude. Like, it really will change your life.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. Just to piggyback off the conversation, that whole I am grateful journaling, when we are taking the time to write out exactly what it is that we're grateful for, it makes a huge difference. Sometimes we say it mentally to ourselves, but the act of writing it out now, not only does it allow you to reflect upon it again, but it really holds you accountable to those words. And now you can always reflect on those words and utilize having that journal of not only writing it out, but now having your entire journal of what it is that you're grateful for. Yeah. I find that to be very restoring in my life, because life can be a little rocky sometimes, guys. Yeah. It really can be rocky. And even know that, we can't always predict what's going to happen. It's always it's always important to just think about, what? Just sometimes, just even the small things, because sometimes you can feel as if everything is coming on you. Your shoulders are getting really heavy. Like I said, this month alone, June, has probably been one of our hardest, one of my strength moments. I'm serious, guys. Getting through this 90-day challenge, and then already just expecting other things. And sometimes when things don't go our way, it's like, okay, stop, pause. What did go right? Yeah. As opposed to everything that went wrong. Mm-hmm. What is it that I could be grateful for, as opposed to everything I can complain about?
Yeah.
How bad was those shoes? Or really? Oh my God, how tight was those shoes? One of those things. But really, just having the appreciation for, even if it's just 3 things that went right. We just have to focus on that. Lean in on that information or that conversation, please.
Yes, definitely. Another way about gratitude, Ms. Renee and Kim, is that, what I do sometime with my client is to already say a gratitude for things that is not even happened yet. Like, for example, I would say, I am so grateful for this vacation that I'm going to have in Hawaii. I would describe the vacation. I would describe what I'm going to do. And practicing that event before it even happened, sometimes it manifests itself into happening. If I wanted to go somewhere, I would just do that. If I wanted to have healing, like, oh, I'm grateful for my sight. I'm able to see, I'm able to read. I used to do that exercise when my vision was really bad. And it gave me so much hope. And now when I go back and looking at my journal from October to November, and I'm like, yes, it happened. It's to be grateful for things that are already in the making. Because at this time, you're working with the universe, you're working with your God, you're working with that higher power to really manifest what you want. Like, for example, if a business owner, you want high paying client, just manifest that. I am grateful for that beautiful, the energetic client, high paying client that you're going to send my way. Not focusing really on the monetary, but the person that's going to pay you for your value, the person going to pay you what you're worth. So practicing gratitude forward, I would love to hear what you guys think about that.
Ooh, yes, paying it forward, paying it forward. I feel as if that's a part of also becoming as you are evolving, seeing yourself not only just in the current tense, but also seeing everything on the opposite. And I always like to say, like how we started, but really focusing on the end result. So if we see ourselves all the way on the other side, it's like, oh my God, I'm already claiming it. I already see it. And that's one of the greatest things that we can do, automatically put ourselves in sight of what it is that we desire. Visualization is so important in our journeys. And as we're reading Think and Grow Rich, that was one of the key things. As you speak about things, speak of it as you already have accomplished it, as you've already become it. One of the greatest books we read by Michelle Obama was Becoming, and how she did her journey in regarding to even the moments of coming as a little girl, as well as even becoming the first lady. But she's already had those stepping stones that she knew for sure that she was going to attract everything that she desired. Now, she had a little bit of a pivot in her journey because, of course, she didn't think she was going to become first lady. But look what she has been able to accomplish with her being true to herself. She not only wrote this book that was her memoirs of her journey, but it has also impacted millions and millions of people, as well as these young girls who are becoming their better version of themselves. So I find it to be so important for you not only to see yourself or even have it in your hand or in your possession. That's what they talk about in Think and Grow Rich. Have it in your possession. See you holding it. Remember, we were writing those checks in regard to exactly what it is that we wanted to attract monthly. And I must say it has truly been a huge blessing, because once you get to it, it's like, wait, okay, maybe I need to up my ask, right, guys? And that's what we had to do. We had to up that ask. Mary Kim, chime in, please.
I am loving everything about this conversation. Becoming, I truly believe that, like that, we are made to evolve and grow. And through the pluses of life, or the setbacks, the stepping stones, all of it to make you grow to where you're going to become who you're supposed to be. I wholeheartedly believe that, more so than ever, at my wise age of almost 50. Because life has shown me that. And Gracian, to touch base on what you were saying, to see the hope, the beauty, and the gift that you give yourself in practicing gratitude is that you will train yourself to see hope in the hopeless, no matter how troublesome a situation is. Know that it's just a moment, but because of that moment, you will gain knowledge, you will gain gifts and lessons to help yourself grow, but also others around you or people that you meet. And so it's so important. And I forget who says this quote, but your dreams or your thoughts are your preview attraction to what's to come. So I take that as, all these things that we want to do, all the things in life that we desire, our dreams, those things that keep popping up that we push down, like, oh, I can't do that. That's not going to happen. They are made for you. And believe in that and trust it, because they were given to you to do and move forward. It is part of you. So I just want to share that. So that's what I get from this whole conversation. I'm loving it. Thank you,
yes,
ladies.
it's a rich conversation. If you're in the clubhouse right now and you're chimed in, go ahead on and put some green hearts in the chat. Also, if you're right there on YouTube, as well as if you're right there on our Facebook, please put some and put some green hearts in the chat. Today, we're talking about Gratitude Tuesdays and what does it really mean to us. In addition to that, we've been talking about some great nonprofit organizations that have truly been very, I look at them as also not only a way for us to continue on living in our legacy, but it's a great way for us to be able to pour right back into those nonprofit organizations. We're very compassionate when it comes down to working with young women, as well as just our young leaders in general. For the beginning portion, Global Women Wealth Warriors was very passionate about our young girls. We are a little bit more connected with girls, but what we realize, our young men also need attention, and our young men also need to have those mentors in their lives. And that's one of the greatest things that we have been able to support our young leaders. And we're looking so forward to our Power to Soar Leadership Conference that's going to be right here August the 19th through the 21st, as we are lining up each one of our 50 young ladies as well as our 50 young men to become our future leaders. And that's something that you got to be very specific in regard to what it is that you desire and how is it that you're going to go about it. And I'm grateful to be able to say that we have been very, I would call it our community leaders. Each and every last one of you guys have been community leaders. Mary Kim, we were just in New York City working alongside with one of our other global warriors, Ms. Nkechi, with those amazing young ladies. And I was watching her with the graduation with those young girls. I was so like, go Nkechi, go Nkechi, go. That's what it's all about, and, that's one of the greatest things that we can do. Keep supporting, keep showing up for the community.
Yes.
Absolutely, Miss Renee. I'd love to chime in. Like, I grew up, I had role models, but, I wasn't in these spaces where women would say, like, listen, I got you, and give me all their tools and thoughts. It was a different generation, I want to say, And so what's the beauty about us, this generation, talking and empowering our youth? I really feel that this is how we give back. And I love to do that because, one, I felt like I was alone for so much of my lifetime that I really wasn't seen. I was being judged. I was, not looked at. And I'm not saying anyone particularly did that purposely, but that is how I felt growing up. And so to talk to our youth, thankful for you, Miss Renee, because I met Miss Ketchy. And the first time I got to speak to those young ladies in high school, between grades 9 and 12, was the last day of Women's International Month. And it was so incredibly powerful. Not that I did not believe our youth are experiencing the same scenarios, if not more than we did as children, but we did not go through a pandemic as a child. We did not have social media as a child. Right. So I feel that their life experience has excelled in a negative way, because some of those things are extremely negative that adds on to becoming a teenager, figuring out who you are, acceptance, and all those things. And as I was just sharing them words of self-empowering and a little story about me, so many of them resonated with me, and some of them were even crying. And it just made me like, you know what? This is what we need to do. We need to just lean into our youth, because even if they have a beautiful family structure, they have great friends, it's hard to share these things with adults, right? Yeah, especially family members, for whatever the dynamics may be. And sometimes it's someone else outside of their circle of every day that may say the same words and they're hearing it because it's not coming from a parent or a person like that in their life. Not that they don't trust them or respect them. I mean, I know I did that. You know, you're like, oh yeah, whatever, like tune them out. And then someone else says it and you're like, oh my God, that's genius. Like, yeah, someone else told you that too, but you weren't listening, right? It's just human behavior. But I think it's so important that we reach out to our youth in whatever capacity that is. Every community, every place that you reside has a program for the youth. That's right. If you could just donate, spend your time, you know, volunteer, like that is a way to give back. And most of them are nonprofit organizations, and talk about nonprofits. It's a way to know your community and be a support person. And I really think that's part of what we should do as humans. Yeah. Life is challenging, like you said earlier.
Yes, it is.
Well said, Mary Kim, because I remember growing up in Florida and not really having mentors, you know, and having people to really see what they do and follow through. I think as we are now in the position where we have all the social media, we have all the ways to kind of touch each other, that the work that you did in New York and really talk to them, to those kids, are very important. You know, I have a 13-year-old, and she you know, she appreciate my advice, but I don't think that when I talk to her it comes through. But I have a cousin, when my cousin speak to her and she look at him as a mentor, as somebody of authority, she listened to him more, she processes his information better. As his mommy's telling whatever story, and she will go against everything mommy said. And you know, going back, tying this to gratitude, is to be able to give a gift to a young woman or young man when you talk, to plant that seed. It's a phenomenal things. Because I remember in my own life, when I was, even though I didn't have the mentor, but there are some people that came through my life that really helped me tremendously to be the person that I am today. And even a few months ago, when I was in college, I mentor a few young ladies, and one of them, she's a lawyer now, and she was telling me she really adore me when I was in college, because I was really a go-getter. I didn't let any adversity, you know, the language barrier, being from Haiti, you know, all this stuff stop me. I was always plugging in, and she admired that. So I really thank you for doing that kind of work, because it's not only giving you that sense of fulfillment, but it's also helping for the greater good. You probably even changing lives, changing family lives.
Absolutely. You know, the greatest part that we have in life right now is for us to be intentional. Intentional with, like you said, the information that we have. We all grew up. I mean, I had my mother's friends as my mentors. And as a little girl, you know, you're seeing all your mom's friends. You didn't understand that, right? As a little girl, we didn't know what they really were at that time. However, now we can be intentional as mentors to our young girls, as well as to our young men. You know, last year was our first year where we fused having men as well as women. I mean, as having the men on with the Global Women Wealth Warriors. You know, June is our official anniversary right in the clubhouse for the 30 Days of Fashion. That's where I met Pastor Jeff, and that's where I met some of the amazing men that's a part of the organization right now. And since then, we have been able to pour back to our young men. And I'm grateful, because guess what, guys? We are not men. So we can't really help our young men. I feel it's important for the men to have men mentors, or men coaches, or men advisors, or even men supporters. Then that way they can look up to them as well. You know, this year we had Malika Starr alongside with Kim Cersei. They're two young men. They had an opportunity of being menteed or into a mentor program with Steve and Steve Harvey's Young Men organization. And what an amazing experience. Of course, the young men at first didn't want to do it. No, we don't want to go. We don't want to go, Mom. We don't want to go, Mom. One of them didn't want to go because, of course, his mom was celebrating her birthday and his brother was coming into town. But his big brother said, man, you need to go. You're going to get so much more. I'll be here for you when you get back. That was powerful. So now they'll have that for the rest of their lives. And you're absolutely correct. Back when we were growing up, what they used to have Girl Scouts, and they still have Girl Scouts, right?
Yeah.
And Boy Scouts. So that was kind of like that mentor mentee program, but not everybody was able to go and sell those cookies to be the Girl Scouts. Okay, I didn't sell the cookies. I used to buy the cookies. But now where we are creating our own way. We're creating our own
Yes.
lane. And with the GW3, we have our GW3 Gives, for our girls. And last year, we were able to present 3 of our young ladies with awards. And this year, they're going to be returning. So therefore, they can present awards to our future leaders that's going to be with us on August the 19th. And oh my goodness, one of the babies have been with me for 5 years, guys. 5 years. And Buchanan is her name. And she's such an amazing modelist young lady in the community. And it just gives me so much joy to see how these young ladies are evolving as well. So as we're being those role models, if you are a mother or if you're a father and you're looking for someone to help mentor your children, we'll love to be, participate, whether we can help in spreading good words, encouragement, also just really building incitement. Like you said, Mary Kim, speaking to those young ladies in New York City, the first moment I spoke with them online, and I couldn't see their faces, right? But I could see their notes and their comments in the chat, and they were on fire. And when I asked them what were they going through, and when I heard depression, when I
Oh.
heard, not being liked or not being accepted, I was like, wait, you guys are way too young to be going through all of this at an early age. So, guys, it's important to have communication. It is so important to have communication and to also provide them with that safe haven. And as you
Yes.
said, we now have friends that we'll have for the rest of our lives now. Congratulations, guys. If you're in the clubhouse right now, please put some green hearts in the chat. We're talking about not only is it gratitude Tuesday, but also working alongside with nonprofit organizations. If you're a nonprofit organization and you like to talk about your brand, we want to hear from you. Please unmute if you're in the clubhouse and let us know a little bit more about what you're doing where it relates to gratitude or even the name of your nonprofit organization that we can pour into. Please unmute yourself.
To help others.
Unmute yourself and take it and go ahead and say your name as well as your nonprofit organization.
Hi, Renee. It's Deborah.
Hi, Deborah. How are you doing?
I am good. I am getting ready to gear up to head out in a week and some change, but I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. And
You
how are
changed your profile picture on me, Deborah. In the clubhouse, you can't change profile pictures. You cannot do that. You'll confuse everyone.
I know, and I haven't seen one for so long. I got to find that old picture. I was showing somebody my gorgeous new hair, so I had to change my profile picture to show it.
Oh, wow. Deborah, please tell, I don't know if you're able to come live with us, but we'd love to see you if you are. If not, please tell everybody about you, your organization, as well as how important, what is it that you're going through right now? We'd love to know.
So there's a lot going on right now.
There's a lot going on, she says.
There's a whole lot going on. Yeah, I have 1,001 things happening at the same time, but I do love the opportunity, and this is, I know you and Emily there were pulling me in today because this is obviously something that is near and dear to my heart. I can't really remember a time in my life that I wasn't involved in some type of nonprofit or another. So when people comment that I do things, it's because I don't know how to be any other way. I will talk a little bit about my own nonprofits that I'm involved in a second, but I did want to highlight, I've been a Boy Scout leader for the past 11 years, and I am a mom to 2 boys, 2 teenage boys, a 16-year-old and a 12-year-old, who are both growing up way too fast. So, way too fast. I wish Mama could, pause it for a little bit. Unfortunately, I can't. Life continues to move on, whether I wanted to or not. But I wanted to just highlight that mentorship is invaluable. It's invaluable to the youth and for us as the mentors because we grow through teaching. And the youth grow through our experiences. And quite frankly, if anybody's listened to some of the recent studies, youth, by the time they're in their teen years, they are no longer listening to the mama anymore. In fact, they are tuning her out. Scientifically, it's shown that we are being tuned out, which makes sense because people are getting ready to move on into the communities.
Yes.
Does that mean my children don't listen to me? Well, they do, for sure. However, I will say that I probably have more weight as a mentor on the youth that I'm involved with through scouting or through the STEAM programs that I'm involved with. And that's okay, because as long as we work together as a community, we can be those mentors for one another's families and communities, and we grow together through the work that we do together. And I just want to thank everybody who does that.
Yes, I absolutely love that. So, Deborah, tell us your nonprofit organization name and what the cause is, so we can make sure not only are those in the clubhouse can hear more about your nonprofit organization, the name as well as the purpose, but also right there on YouTube as well as right there on the Facebook. So please share.
So my nonprofit is called Victorious, VICKTORIOUS. And our program is focused on empowering people with disabilities, helping people find their strength, their value, the confidence, and the skill set to be able to advocate for inclusion throughout our communities. That ultimately is about creating inclusive spaces for all people. And sometimes it needs to start out with the education and the awareness activities. So we're doing everything from teaching about the mindset and practicing gratitude to developing of the skill sets such as public speaking and gaining that confidence and self-advocacy and advocating with our communities. So that is my nonprofit. And then the other major program that I'm involved with right now is the Miss Wheelchair USA competition. And I mention it because, again, it's a nonprofit that is focused on empowering women with disabilities. And through this program, I have gained a great deal of confidence and appreciation of self, not just in my ability to advocate, but in my own appearance and finding a beauty in myself that, quite frankly, I did not see until very recently. So I do, I do want to say about sharing it. And there is voting in the People's Choice Awards, but the reality is, I know I've won something here because I would not have a year ago been able to come here and say that I consider myself beautiful now.
Yes.
So for me, that's a win.
Well,
but I love the support of anybody, any of the female advocates in the program. And
yes.
Thank you, Renee.
No, well, you are a winner, beautiful. You are a winner. And I like for everyone to put some green and white hearts in the chat for our very own Deborah Vick. She is not only Miss Wheelchair out of California for 2022, but she's been seen on CBS News. And, we have to do a live interview of you, Deborah. We want to get you on the air. We just love your energy. We love what you stand for, and you're courageous. You're very courageous in your efforts in regarding to bridging that gap for other ladies because they look up to you. And you know what those ladies say? If Deborah can do it, so can I. If Deborah can do it, so can I. Guys, please put some green and white hearts in the chat for our very own Deborah. And as she is continuously exploring, being a keynote speaker alongside with the foundation of Victorious, educator, alongside with just constantly looking for collaborative opportunities to bridge this gap. So therefore, other women that are in the situation that she is know that they are not anything wrong with them. Everyone's equal. Everyone deserves an opportunity. And I'm so grateful that you are here with us today. So everybody, please put some green and white hearts in the chat for our very own Deborah. Woo, 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 woo. Yes, we're cheering for you, Deborah.
Deborah.
Yes. And guys, please follow Deborah. Let's go to her YouTube channel. Let's blow it up. Let's give her some love there. And Deborah, make sure you let everybody know how they can get in contact with you. Please share.
Thank you so much. So I will put it in the chat. I'll put my. I'm a little tongue-tied here. Does not happen too often, but I am a bit tongue-tied. I will put my 10K card. That's what I was looking for.
Okay. So is it Meet Deborah Vick? Is it Meet Deborah Vick? DeborahVic.com.
I would have to actually look at that. But I think that, everything's digital nowadays.
Right, the digital, yes, everything's digital. Let me see if I can help you. If not, definitely she has her information on the Clubhouse, but definitely not going to be meetdeborahvic.com. We're going to make it into meetdeborahvic.com. When I get through, I'm going to follow up with 10K so we can make that happen for you, beautiful. I know for sure you are on your Instagram, and everyone can follow her on Deborah Vic, and it's Deborah Vic Victorious. That's her name, and she has 1,700 followers. Let's help her build that up to 2,000 before the end of this month. That's right. So that means what? We got 3 days. We can do it. Let's help build that up for her. Let's make sure we're following her on her IG page. Give her some mad hearts, mad love, because what she's doing is not only courageous, but she is the game changer that the world needs to see. And you know what, beautiful? You come to Atlanta, we'll have you in our fashion show. I would love to see you in the fashion show, beautiful. Putting it on wheels, baby. Let's do it. Huh?
That would be amazing.
Yes. We have Miss Karen right there who will style and dress you. We also have one of our other designers. So we would love to have you with us in Atlanta. Right, ladies? Come on now.
Yes, yes, yes. Love
We're
it.
so proud of you, Deborah.
I love it.
Yes, we're so proud of you.
I really, really do appreciate it. I will say this has been a very long journey for me as a woman to see myself as a woman and beautiful with my disabilities. So I really do appreciate all the loving here everyone's been giving me. So thank you so very much.
And you know what we say about those disabilities? Those are your gifts. Those are your gifts. And because those are your gifts, that's helping you carry that crown right where it belongs, right on top of your head, beautiful. So I'm grateful that you are living in your gifts. I'm glad that you appreciate what it is that you have. And as I share with you, you are definitely the game changers that other women want to see, because you know what? That gives them the opportunity to also succeed in life, just like you're succeeding. So congratulations again to our Miss Wheelchair California 2022, the very own Miss Deborah Vic. Yes, we're so proud of you, beautiful. So proud of you. And you are always welcome here. And we look forward to having the live interview with you as well. Thank you so very much for being here today. I want the ladies right now. Miss Mary Kim, is there anything you want to ask Miss Deborah Vic or share with Miss Deborah Vic?
I just want to say I love Miss Deborah Vic. I have, as she knows, a boy with Down syndrome who's 9 years old, who's with me just now, just gave me a big hug, which is to you, Miss Deborah. I want to say that, you know, because my son has a disability that you can actually see. So when you see my son, you know that he has Down syndrome. So I support what you do wholeheartedly. You know that being you, standing up for our community really makes a difference. And I'm so proud of you. You definitely deserved and earned that wheelchair of 2022. And I just can't wait to see you continue to empower not only the disability community or the differently abled community, but women in general. You showing up and just showing out and doing all those things that you want to do and being the best you that you can be is truly everything that this world needs and my son's community and forward. So thank you so much. I heart you big time. I love you, and I can't wait to see you in Atlanta.
Yes. Oh my God. Wonderful, wonderful. What about you, Miss Gracian?
You know what I want to say to Miss Deborah is that, you know, this morning I was listening to a podcast. It said, to our darkness, that's when we find our purpose. And to hear your story and what you're doing, it will be an honor to see you in Atlanta. I am so grateful for you, and I'm sending you plenty of love and light. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being who you are and showing up for yourself.
Woo, 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 woo. Oh my God. Yes. You just listened to one of our chairwomen right there in North Carolina, and then the chairwoman right there in New York City. They are looking forward to seeing you in Atlanta. So, Deborah, what part of the world are you in?
I am in Southern California. just
Southern
outside San Diego.
California. Okay. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you, beautiful. Southern California is not that far away. You know, it's just a plane trip from Atlanta, right, ladies? So we're looking forward to seeing you in Atlanta, beautiful, and hitting the runway too. Come on now. Bring it, darling. Bring it, bring it. Have you ever been in a fashion show before, Deborah?
I have never.
Woo!
This whole competition is very much out of my comfort zone. I literally until this past year, most of my clothing are my.
Your Southern clothing, what'd you say? You went out? Yes, she went out.
Yeah.
Annalie, what was she saying about her Southern clothing?
Sorry, she broke up halfway through the sentence, so she must have lost connectivity there. But while she's trying to get it back, I just want to say this woman is so amazing. She was one of the speakers in the Leadership Summit in my segment. She inspires me so much. And you know what? She is so much more beautiful in real life than she is in her photographs.
Mm-hmm.
She just radiates just the most amazing positivity and joy and gratitude.
Mm-hmm.
You really do need to meet her in real life. I can't wait.
Yes.
And, I think she should have a go at being a fashion model as well.
I know, that's right. Yes. Oh my goodness. Well, we're excited to have you here with us today for our Gratitude Thursdays. And you just brought so much great energy for all of us. You know, you got us smiling over here. And I mean, that's what it's all about, you know, sharing that positive energy, supporting nonprofit organizations, as well as making sure you all are heard, you know, especially as women. You know, we are all that we have, ladies, and it's so important for us to stand up for each other. Stand up for each other, hold hands as tight as we possibly can, and keep elevating each other while we're wearing our crowns on our heads. All right? Yes, yes, yes. Well, I'm looking forward to meeting you, Deborah. Thank you again for being here. And is there any other nonprofit organization or anyone else like to pour into Deborah right there in the clubhouse before we're closing out this live version of our Lunch and Learn with our Gratitude Thursdays? Who else would like to pour into the one and only Miss Deborah? Please unmute and say your name.
Hey, Renee, this is Lolita from Atlanta, Georgia.
Hey, Lolita, that's our mayor. Let's give it up for the mayor of Atlanta with the GWB.
What? I was in a meeting. I was listening to you guys, but it was so many amazing things going on over here. But I want to say to you, Deborah, you're beautiful, and you're a diva with a so-called disability, and I love that because you are gonna bless so many people to see themselves in a whole different light because of the beautiful Renee Noor, and I appreciate that. You all are beautiful. I'm so glad to be able to chime in for a moment. I am in some other business, but this business is very important. I want to make sure that my voice was heard out here to you. God bless you so much.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. Thank you so very much, Lolita Anderson, our amazing mayor with the GW3 family. And you know what? You said disability, but I would say she has the ability. That Deborah Vick have the ability. Yes, yes. Because look what she's doing. She's not surviving. She's thriving, baby.
Oh, that's why I said so-called.
Yes, so-called. I like that. So-called. Absolutely. Yes. Well, let's give it up for our mayor. Let's put some flowers in the chat because that's her signature, always wearing the flower. And guys, we're just grateful for you being here with us today. As we're closing out this particular segment, thanks to everyone who've not only been here in this space live. We see you, Real Talk Sports. He says, God bless us. We see you, happy girl, gorgeous. Oh, Renee. Who is Renee? Okay. So thankful for you, Renee. Okay, let's go with hello, Queens, as well as all the other comments also there in the clubhouse. And guys, we're so grateful for seeing Miss Sear as our producer. We see you, Barbara Moner, with all the green hearts. Tanya Cohorn, we see you. Oh my goodness, we see you. This, what is this other young lady's name? It is Sear and Ali. We see you, Karen Geddes, alongside with Vilma and Mr. Hadi. Oh, Angela Mall. Oh my God, we got a full house in the clubhouse. We got a full house on YouTube, full house on LinkedIn and everywhere else. And we will go fully in the house on Instagram when we're finished because we look too cute for not to hit Instagram as well. If you haven't seen what we look like today, you better check us out, darling. So, Mary Kim, with some words of wisdom as we close out this segment, please take it away.
I want to say it was such a great chat conversation, but I want to leave everyone with this. Lead with love, lead with gratitude, and be sure that you see people around you. See them, hear them, recognize them, and love them. That's what I want to say. Thank you.
Wonderful. And Miss Gracian.
Yes. So what I wanted to say for today is that let's start with loving yourself first, because with gratitude and self-love and self-courage, you start with yourself and then you project out there and love to your community and then love to the world, because that would open the space for you not only to forgive yourself, but to open space to forgive everybody else that might not show you love in the past or in the present or whatever happened. So be the love vessel. When people see you, that you radiate that love. Thank you so much, Miss Renee.
Oh, I love that. I love that. And as I share my closing words, while you're living with your superpowers, everyone have their very own unique superpowers. And because you have your own unique superpowers, you're living a better life. And not only you're living a better life, you're on that next level of thinking, you're on the next level of giving, and you're on that next level of becoming. Yeah. We'd like to thank you guys so very much for joining us for this week's version. I know we got to give those hugs there. Oh, yes. My goodness. This week's version of our Gratitude Thursdays. We look forward to you joining us on tomorrow as we win Wednesday, and we're going to be winning it with amazing individuals. It has been an honor and a pleasure to have Mary Kim alongside that beautiful Ms. Gracian here today. And I am Renee Noor, the founder of the Global Women Wealth Warriors, and we just bring so much joy in bringing everyone together for a beautiful place to continue on elevating each other each and every day. We say goodbye now. We keep those shoulders back and that head up, and you look straight up into the sky while you're blazing the universe, because the world needs another game changer, and that can be you. We'll say farewell for now, and we'll return right back into the clubhouse. Thank you for joining us today.
I'm Renee Noor, model, creative director, founder of Global Women Wealth Warriors, Wellness Hub, and GW3 Magazine. I dedicated my life and devoted my career into helping women and girls to achieving their goals. I've been passionate about empowering women and enriching men. I'm Renee Noor, model, creative director, founder of Global Women Wealth Warriors, Wellness Hub, and GW3 Magazine. I dedicated my life and devoted my career into helping women and girls to achieving their goals. I've been passionate about empowering women and enriching